since Berhad is an investment holding company located in Malaysia. Padini began in an apparel sector with simple background that producing, trading and providing clothes to shop and wholesalers. Padini focused on building long-term relationship with their external suppliers and defining clear goals for managing social and environmental challenge. Padini vision is to be the greatest fashion firms among the competitors. They want to be a worldwide leader in the fashion and retail industries with the best standard of style, high quality, customer service and branding. Padini Berhad principal activities or service including logistics and stores, office and warehouse. Padini do diversified activities to survive in fashion industries, such as promotion strategies, distribution strategies, product forecast strategies, and control strategies.
Hi, I am FARIESYA. Okay, now here is comparison between KCI and Padini Holdings Berhad. It shows the performance both of them. We can analyze that the trend for KCI is more to sideways and Padini is more to uptrend. Next, the price between of KCI is continuation pattern, which is the descending flag with the downside breakout in December 2021 to March 2021. Compared to the price pattern of Padini is reversal pattern, which is a double bottom that signals in a price pattern. The price is declining drastically because of the factors due to COVID-19 pandemic season. The similarity between KCI and Padini are both have signals in downtrend, which indicate a falling wedge that drastically show starting from July 2020 to November 2020. For KCI, meanwhile, Padini is September 2020 until November 2020. That's all from me. Thank you.
I'm Lisa. So for Padini's trend analysis, there are three trends, which the first one is primary trend that shows there is an uptrend from November 2020 to April 2021. Basically, a primary trend lasts for 1 year and above. Next is secondary trend. Padini is trading sideways on chart from August 2020 to November 2020. The bullish consolidation after the breakout marks future resistance. When the price drop and then return to this level, resistance or a bearish reversal is expected. Thus, secondary trend is 1 to 3 month long intermediate trend. Lastly is minor trend. In the case of Padini's minor trend, which can be categorized as a movement in short term that are ranged in 1 to 3 weeks, show a downward trend from the second week of July 2020 to the fourth week of July 2020. This implies a bearish market, which develops when the price of the stock falls or when a stock makes lower high and higher lows.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm AYUNI. The chart shows the candlestick chart of Padini from 1st July 2020 to 31st June 2021 with the price pattern spotted. The first price pattern is reversal pattern, which is double bottom. Next is continuation pattern, which is bearish flat and bearish wedges. Bearish flat happens on 4 August 2020 to 30 September 2020. It is a bearish continuation pattern because the stock price lost in a downtrend before the flat began to form. Bearish wedges happens on 8 January 2021 to 14 April 2021. It is a bearish continuation pattern because the stock price was in a downtrend before the wedge began to form. Lastly, upward breakaway gap occurs on 9 November 2020 at the beginning of a market move.
Thank you, Ayuni. I'm Nina BINTI MAJUKI and now I will explain a little bit about technical overlay of Padini Berhad. As you can see, this is the chart of 30 days moving average of Padini Berhad from 1 July 2020 until 21 June 2021. There is 8 verticals, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Vertical A, C, E and G show sell signal, meanwhile vertical B, D, F and H show buy signal. Next is the chart of 50 days period of SMR. There is C vertical, which is A, B, C, D, E and F. Vertical ADF show sell signal, meanwhile vertical BCE show buy signal. The last one is double simple moving average that combine 20 days and 50 days period. The moving average for 20 days is short-term moving average, while 50 days is long-term moving average. There is 3 signal of dead cross, which is vertical L 2020, vertical B January 2021 and vertical C May 2021.
shows the candlestick chart of Padini stock for 12 and 26 days MACD with a 9-day signal line from July 2020 until 22 June 2021. There were 4 signals of buying and 3 signals of selling was plotted. Investors are recommended to buy Padini stock on early August 2020, early November 2020, early February 2021, and late May 2021. Hence, investors are recommended to sell Padini stock in September 2020, December 2020, and April 2021. The yellow area highlights a period when the MACD line surged above 0.127 to reach a positive upstream. Padini with a large bearish divergence from December 2020 to April 2021. This shows that the stock formed a higher high above 3.3, but the MACD line fell short of its barrier high and formed a low high.
Now, I will explain one of technical indicators and oscillators that we use to analyze the company, which is rate of change. The chart shows Padini with an uptrend from 1 July 2020 until 21 June 2021. Because the overall trend was up, the oversold level are used onto ROC to participate in the uptrend. Sharp-term overbought signal were ignored because the big trend was up. The level of negative 10% was set as oversold level. A 20 days moving average was overlaid to confirm an actual upturn. After ROC became oversold in early January 2021, Padini moved above its 20 days moving average in half of February 2021. The second oversold reading occurred in late of April, and Padini moved above its 20 days moving SLR of early June 2021.
Thank you, Leah. We move to relative strength index. The chart shows the candlestick chart of Padini and Padini with 14 days relative strength index from 1st July 2020 to 21st June 2021. There were 4 buy signals, which is oversold, and 4 sell signals, which is overbought, was plotted. Investors are recommended to buy Padini stock on early August 2020, early November 2020, early February 2021, and early May 2021. Next, investors are recommended to sell Padini stock on late August 2020, mid of November 2020, mid of February 2021, and mid of April 2021. A bullish divergence formed in January 2021 to March 2021. Divergence tend to be more robust when they form after an overbought and oversold reading. That's all for me.
So for stochastic oscillator, the Padini stick below 20 show oversold, which is buy signal that may indicate a bounce. Meanwhile, move above 80 imply overbought, which is sell signal that may indicate a false. Conversely, if oscillator is less than 20, the sales force become weaker. At least 20 moves are required to demonstrate the success of real action and support test. Furthermore, Padini's chart began with a signal line cross in the first week of November, when the %K crossed %D and continued to rise over 20 in the second week of November. As a result, Padini will be able to provide the earliest entry flexible, then rises above 50, putting prices in the upper half of the stochastic band. A price resistance breakout on the price chart crossed above 50. Next, the Padini's chart with the William 14 days hit overbought negative 20 and oversold negative 80 levels. Following an overbought reading, the red dot line represents move below negative 50. Following an oversold reading, the green dot line represents a climb above 50.
For the conclusion, based on the result obtained in the previous analysis, the stocks are selected was Padini Holdings Berhad on 1 July 2020 until 21 June 2021. Show the value of stock outperformed in the growth stock. Next of the SMA of Padini Holdings Berhad. After 15 days have a fluctuating, whereas it drops drastically in February 2021 because of our government make an announcement to start the MCO and it can affect our economy in the whole world. Then the MACD show the candlestick chart of Padini stocks and is the strong uptrend. Also, it turns up below zero because of the MACD line crosses above the zero and signal line. Thus, the ROC on 21 June 2021 is oversold and were utilized because the overall trend was rising. For the RSI, Padini with 14 days became oversold of buy signal in the middle at the end of July 2020. Moreover, stochastic oscillator become oversold of buy signal and may indicate a bounce. Meanwhile, move above 80 indicate in overbought of sell signal that condition is indicate to fall. Lastly, William percent R hit the overbought in -20 and oversold in -80 levels. When the stock is overbought or oversold, the top and bottom pickers can act, but as usually, best to wait for the confirmation. After the analysis I've done, here a few recommendations. First, because of the biggest bullish in Padini's chart started on November until April. In this short period of time, tend to show probability to sell the stocks now is high because of majority analysis which are single SMA, MACD, stochastic and William percent R showing there will be bearish in the chart soon within the short term to intermediate term. Thus, the cross show price will decline in these several weeks and bearish wages say so. Therefore, future predict reverse for primary trend seem to show a strong buy signal. History repeats itself. As from September to November, there will be a short sideways soon in June to July 2021 and price will be declined after that. The price that declines tend to be support for an uptrend. Investors are recommend to buy in the future and need to hold in. Therefore, future prediction show golden cross will be appear soon within several months or in a month. That's all from me. Thank you.